Hello there, MasterHellish here, and welcome to Baldur's Gate. And I'm here with Beanie.
Hey, I'm Beanie081.
If you're watching on my channel, you can check out Beanie's, but if you're watching on Beanie's, I'm GamerMasterHellish.
That's right, we're recording both our perspectives on our relevant channels, so come check us out.
Okay.
Right.
Now, I've never played this before, have I?
No.
So, this is a game I've always wanted to play. I was aware of it when it came out, never got round to it, and I know how massive it was at the time and since, but never done it.
And this is one of the games that got me into pen and paper roleplay, which I love so much nowadays. And I grew up on it, but I've never got that far into it, strangely enough, considering all the hours I've put into it.
So I'm here to make sure he actually does it properly.
Meh, I say. But
Okay.
we're throwing we're throwing Hellish into the deep end here. You'll be playing the main character, right? So if you die, we all die.
Ah, right. I'm glad you mentioned that because I didn't know that.
I thought I'd leave a little surprise for you as soon as we start recording.
Okay, well, I'll just throw you in as the meat shield and jobs are good 'un.
Oh, right.
Even though I haven't played this game before, I have actually done a lot of the pen and paper role playing, so it'd be interesting for me to see how this game works that way. So, should we make some characters then?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Right, what do I do?
You want to click create character on your top left?
Okay, just says character and it's blank.
Yeah,
Create, delete.
character. And then the bottom one you want to go with, all the ones above are all pre-made characters, Candaris, Adelia, Helen, all that.
Oh, the very bottom one, yeah,
Yep.
I see that.
Okay, so, just out of interest, do you know what kind of class you're going with? Typical Dungeon. For those of you who don't know, this is a game based around Dungeons and Dragons 2nd or 1st edition, I believe. Very old edition, D&D, whatever. Not one I've actually played in person, unfortunately. And it's the basic classes from them. So, do you know what you're going with, Hellish?
No, I was just gonna work my way through character creation. I've chosen that I'm a male. I nearly went for female.
I'm not. I was going to base it on the class just because I have those characters that I always remake. Unfortunately, I'm that kind of role player.
Well, I do sometimes, but I don't think all of my characters are necessarily appropriate for this sort of content.
Fair enough.
I was thinking of I kind of like a swordsman, dual wieldy kind of nimble sort of thing. Sometimes I often go for that sort of thing.
You can do that in this. I'd recommend going fighter with the 2-weapon style.
Yeah.
And that means as well you're fairly beefy, so you can take a hit and a lot less likely to die and cause the rest of us to die.
Well, at the minute, I'm just looking at pictures, and there's somebody that looks a bit weird. Oh, he's an elf, and then there's a guy that looks like he's sat on the toilet and really struggling. Some of these, they're really. Oh, hang on, there's a guy here that looks like he's got 2 knives. So that might be good, and he's glowing purple, so that I'm having that.
Well, I'm thinking I may go with a paladin because that gives us a bit of healing and a bit of a fighter character as well. And you know, if you're wanting to do the more chaotic stuff, I can always make a look the other way.
That's fine.
Completely legit.
I know I'm called Hellish, but I'm usually good. There's not many games where I go out right and just wipe everybody out. But
Same here,
we'll see.
actually. I always go for good aligned characters typically.
Right, race. Human, elf, half-elf, gnome, halfling, dwarf or orc. Now, they've all got modifiers. I could do with a bonus to dexterity, I guess.
I'm not sure if dexterity actually is based around two weapons in this.
Yes, it might not
probably
be.
more strength-based.
Yeah, so... well, the problem is that a half-orc would probably be good, because you get strength and constitution. Then again, I don't really want to be a half-orc.
I've just gone for good old human.
I think I'm going to have to be boring and go with human as well. Just to have a nice even tone to my character so I can get it done properly.
I feel like we're going to be going through the game at this rate, getting all the human NPCs and just killing all the non-humans that we come across. It's already going wrong.
That is not necessarily a path that's that great. Oh, right, class. Brilliant. Yep. Fighter, ranger, paladin, cleric. We've already discussed this a little bit. Druid, mage, thief. Oh, I clicked thief.
I will say, while it's on class, there's actually something that's very new to me here. We're playing the enhanced edition for folks at home to tell you, and they've got class kits, which I've never come across before.
Yeah,
so,
I think it's like, is it like subclasses? It looks like
I think so, yeah, it's like, yeah.
Sorcerer and Dragon Disciple, where I hit mage, there's like Conjurer and Enchanter and lots of subclasses. So if I go Fighter, there is Wizard Slayer and a couple of other weird ones here. Oh my word, there's a lot of stuff to look at.
Yeah.
Magic resistance for Wizard Slayer. May use rage once a day, every 4 levels. Oh, that's the Berserker. I might be that.
I've got one here that does extra damage and attacks on fiendish draconic creatures, and a few other bonuses, but it can't use missile weapons, and that I think that'd be a huge disadvantage in this game. One of the things I remember about it is just standing back and throwing everything at creatures before they get within like 100 yards.
Oh, don't do it then.
Aye.
I might go for a standard fighter or a berserker. Unless there's any other ones that oh, monk. May not wear it. No, we don't want that. May not. I want to be able to have armour. Paladin, cleric, druid. No. Oh yeah, I think I'm going to have to be a fighter, and disadvantages becomes winded after berserking. No, we'll go with standard fighter for me. There we are, I'm a fighter.
I think I'm going to go with an undead hunter. Yeah, I suppose lawful good.
Alignment, yes.
Right.
We don't have to be lawful good.
Ooh, that's a nice... I have to be. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, of course. Why do you have to be lawful good?
Because I'm paladin. Or for everybody who doesn't know, paladins are those characters that have to be, you know, completely good and virtuous at all times. If not, and the god looks at them and says, "Nope, no more powers for you."
Okay, I'm not going to be evil because it'd be difficult for me and you to get on, and I'm not going to be too chaotic. So I was thinking about neutral.
Yeah, that works.
I know my character's turning out quite bland at the minute. You know, oh, he's human, he's a normal fighter, he's neutral. We'll see what happens. Oh, abilities, here we go.
It's alright, it's just every time I look at your character I'll see that Futurama reference, Neutral Planet.
I haven't seen that episode.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I do love Futurama. Okay, so what do we do with these abilities then?
Okay, what I'm doing is really, and people watching my screen will just be probably face-palming there to the max here. You can click store and re-roll. So if you look at the bottom, it's got a total roll, which is basically all the ability points added together.
Yep.
You can keep re-rolling and get that as high as like you would do rolling stats normally. So like I think it's 3d6 in this.
Yeah.
And so I've got 87 so far as my max. But bollocks! I just rolled past an 88. That was a bit dumb.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. So yeah, just a quick note on that. If you want to watch Beanie's character creation, you'll need to go over to his channel and check it out. And if you're watching on Beanie's channel and you want to watch mine, you'll need to come over to mine and check it out.
Alright, that's it. And I've got 90 on my total roll now, which I think is brilliant. So, let's...
83 is the best one I've got so far. Okay, the next high 80 I come across, that's whatever it is. I'm not going to spend all day clicking this button.
Okay. Now, usually when I roleplay games, I don't tend to min-max this much, but I've found with Baldur's Gate, you really need to get as high stats as you can just for survivability, because it can be a very tough game at points.
It's even tougher if you're playing with somebody who doesn't know what they're doing.
That's it. You'll pick it up fairly. It's a fairly simple game to pick up, but it's you know, it takes a bit of getting used to.
Okay, well, I just got 87, so I think that's what I'll keep.
Yep, I'm quite happy on my 90. You can actually start moving around your stats there then. You got the plus and minuses.
Okay, I'm going to take my dexterity down and put my strength... Oh no, strength up.
Not sure what bonuses I get there for having wisdom, but since I have to have a minimum of 13, I've got a feeling it has something to do with paladins.
Well, I'm going to bring all my stats down to 10 to start. That seems a good way of doing things.
That's what I did.
Yeah, and then Constitution I'm going to max out. I've got 11 points left, so...
You want good strength.
Yeah.
And probably go for Dex after that, so you've got a decent AC as well.
Yeah, that's good. I'm just going to put Intelligence and Wisdom and Charisma up to 12, and then Dexterity can go up to 15.
As I said before, for survivability in this game, it is worth kind of min-maxing a bit, and Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma won't affect your character in the slightest, I don't think.
Oh.
I don't think it changes speech options in this game. I know Temple of Elemental Evil, another D&D game, you do have different speech options dependent on your Intelligence and Charisma, but in this game it doesn't even affect that.
Yeah.
So.
Intelligence measures memory, reasoning. It's the prime requisite of a mage.
Wisdom's for
priest is wisdom.
And charisma's bards.
Right.
Clerics and paladins.
If I take those down to 10 and then dexterity up to 18, I've still got 3 to spend. So I've got 3 18s.
Bollocks. I tried to redo my abilities by pressing back and it completely reset them. Meaning I've lost my nice little 90.
Oh.
And I re-rolled an 89.
Oh, what? I would keep the 89 there.
Accidentally. I was clicking too quickly in it. And I derped it.
Right. Well, I've got 18, 18, 11, 11, 11, so I'm carrying on with that. I'm going to start working on my appearance. No, skills. Right. Proficiency slots. Okay. I think short sword for me.
Yeah,
so I want to dual them.
One of your proficiencies is also 2-weapon style. You can put points into that.
Okay, so axe, two-handed sword. Oh, will it be two-handed short sword then?
Two-handed. No, it should just be 2 weapons. Oh, sorry, I get what you mean now. Sorry, misunderstood you for a minute. I think I'm gonna have to go with what I've got, folks.
Two-handed weapon, short and shield, single weapon, 2-weapon style. Yes.
Ooh, actually, that resulted in a better strength, I think, which is quite nice. Just
okay.
People may notice when you get 18 strength, it actually gives you a percentage as well. I'm not sure what that means, but I think the higher the better. You know, that's usually how it goes in these kind of things. So.
I think I'm also
right.
going to take probably longbow because I've got good dex as well.
I feel like I'm playing a fairly thick paladin. She's got 6 intelligence.
Oh my word!
Screw it.
Mine's a pretty sturdy fighter. Very, very. Oh, katana. No.
Right.
Dagger? Yeah.
Do I want to go sword and shield or 2-handed weapons?
I'm going two-handed.
Well, you're going 2 weapons, aren't you?
Oh no, yeah. I'm going two weapons. Yeah. Darts, short bow or longbow? Longbow, I think.
Yeah.
Club spear, dagger. That'll do. Then we can kill people quietly. I mean, we're not going to kill anybody, are we?
Well, of course not. No. It's,
appearance.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at the little character.
I'm really struggling actually to decide what to. I think that's sword. They're one-handedness, aren't they? We'll do 1 or 2 hands. It does more damage than a long sword, but less than a 2-handed sword.
I don't know what colours to
I'll
be.
take a bastard sword and a shield, I think.
Shall I get really bright colours, or shall I get something that's going to blend in with the shrubbery? I don't want to stand out too much. No, wait, I want to stand out loads.
I was going to say, you want to be able to see a character a good bit.
There we are. Red and blue. Or should I go with blue and red?
There is a bit of an odd thing here as well. I think we can actually change the appearances of each of us characters, but we can't see what the other person chose. So I won't see your character as you made them, so to speak. I'll see the portrait you've got, but I won't see the colours.
What's this? Sounds. Male 1, male 2, male 3, male 4.
I think those look like pretty Paladin-esque colours, don't they, folks? That was good.
I'm just messing around with some of the sounds at the minute. Oh, let's give him a right thrashing. I like the sound.
Your life shall be mine.
They're not quite Saints Row standard voices, I don't think, unfortunately.
I deserve to be leader.
I like male too,
Go,
if that's allowed.
Female
Now
form.
you're going to be sorry.
Woo!
Female
No.
form.
Who's in for it now?
Yeah.
Go! Everybody listen to me now.
You female.
Was a
Yeah.
full day's work.
I'm going with a character I've made before. Again, just so I don't have to think of a new name.
Fair enough.
This is
Well-
Calvia. Well, I would put the surname that I usually use there, but I'm pretty sure everybody will know what I'm ripping it off from, so... in fact, screw it, I'm putting it in and people will just have to moan at me for ripping that off. It's Calvia Lionheart.
Very good. Kelvia. I'm going to have to remember that. I'm going with MasterHellish. I'm surprised. Everybody's going to be surprised with that.
I'd have never guessed it.
Okay, so we have MasterHellish, who is male. He's a human fighter, and he's a true neutral. He's got lots of strength, lots of dexterity, and lots of constitution. He likes short swords and daggers, and also has longbow and two-weapon style.
For folks on my end, I will have a quick look at Hellish's character's record once we get into the game. I can show you what he's done with his character, and Hellish should be able to do the same for my character.
Cool. Right. Accept. I've made a character. I'm done.
Yep. Click the tick on your thing, and you should be able to now click done.
Here we go.
Let's get into it. We should probably go quiet here for the little intro.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
There we
Bet
go.
there's a meteor coming, isn't there, or something like that, eh?
Yeah, but you're not supposed to spoil it that early, Hellish.
Right. I am. Is that you?
Yes, it will be.
Oh
Give it to me
wow!
so I've
got
How do I click on you without attacking you?
You just can click. It shouldn't be. It should just be follow is your standard when you click on me.
Oh yes,
Pause?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Follow. Oh wow! I can walk around. Okay, so this is Baldur's Gate. Oh, you can zoom in. And can we use? No, it's not All right, so it's arrow keys to move around. Oh,
What's
you don't
that?
want to zoom in too much, mate. It's an old game. It's an old game.
Sorry about that, folks. There may have just been a bit of a skip on my end there.
Okay.
Right.
So for those of you watching on my channel, you can now see Beanie's character. 210 gold you've got, mate.
We've both got it.
Cool.
Gold is shared throughout the party.
It's a good job you told me that, because I was about to go and spend 210 gold. How do I go back?
One thing I will do quickly before we get started is have a look at MasterHellish in the records, like I said I would. If you press R, Hellish, and then click on my character's portrait, you can see the stats there. So folks on my end can now see what you've done with your stuff. He's obviously gone with the physical stats and that.
Yeah, and you've obviously gone for the shiny face syndrome. Caressing a large pointy object. There we go. Right, okay. How do I go back? Escape?
Just press G. G always puts you in the game.
Okay.
There's basically all the tabs on the left there, you can see. Each of those is a different window, and if you hover over them, it'll tell you what they do and give you the keyboard shortcut.
Oh, it's not bleeding telling me, but that doesn't matter. Right, so should we... the story said we was off into the inn, so should we go in the inn?
Let's go in the inn.
The, what is it? Candlekeep Inn. Did you open the door?
Yep.
How do I get to... Oh,
Don't worry
I
about
automatically
me.
walked in.
Did you? You're
No.
not in here for me. Oh, you might have been on follow, possibly.
Ah, I was on follow.
Oh no, you were
Tell me.
clicked on my character. You were clicked on my portrait, so you were zoomed in on
Oh,
me.
here we go, here we go. So
Don't
we're in
worry
the inn.
about me.
So how do I find the store person? Is there a
Well, using logic, you probably assume that there's some sort of store counter, maybe, and store keep might be
chit-chat.
behind the.
what's this?
I should probably
God,
read this since you're talking to him.
I'm speaking to somebody. I completely missed it.
Yep. So, step up to the heat, young one. You'll need a good fire to warm the chill stares of those monks. Most inhospitable they are. Isn't that so, lovely? Oh yes, darling. They are most standoffish. Also, I apologise for my noble woman there, folks. That was very terrible. But hey, now you need to choose a response to them.
Okay.
out of
Oh, I would not let it concern you, my lady. Yeah.
I shouldn't answer that, lovely. Seems as though this scoundrel might be trying to get a bit too familiar, sizing up the potential loot, I should think. Best that you move along, lest the local constabulary get involved.
Okay, I'm going to run away.
Before you get
Warrior-
arrested, straight
yeah.
off. So, this guy Winthrop is the store owner, or the innkeeper.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have you? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee, as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know?
You always were a big kidder. Winthrop, that gets funnier nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often.
Oh, just having a bit of fun with you, my friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nevers, but you know they are always welcome here in my sight. A grind did well by you, did. So is there anything else I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy?
Sure. What do you have?
And now, just for folks on my end, if I talk to anybody now, it actually takes Hellish out of the shop screen, so I'm just going to kind of wander around aimlessly until
Okay.
he's done, and then I can talk to Winthrop and buy my own stuff.
Well, this says rooms. I don't want a room.
There should
Buy
be,
and
like,
sell,
yeah, that's what you want.
drinks, and steal.
No stealing.
Oh, okay.
Trust
So-
me, you're not even a thief, so you're not going to be very good at it.
Okay. I am looking at the different...
Tell
Oh,
me.
there's a longbow.
You want it? You got
It's-
it.
Why is the bracketed number the weight?
I don't actually know. I can't remember. I can't.
Okay, it looks like it might be. I need at least a short sword.
You should be able to afford a short sword, whatever else you want to use as in your offhand, and some armor, as well as a ranged weapon and some arrows.
Can I use a short sword in my offhand?
Yeah.
There we go. 2 short swords. You say some armour. Leather
yeah.
armour, studded leather armour. Studded leather's a bit expensive. We'll go for standard leather for now.
Okay.
And
Bear in mind, considering you're the main character, I would be willing to put a bit of extra money in to get you some decent armour so that you're less dieable.
right, I'm going to sell that armour and get some studded then.
Okay.
Or should I get chain or mail?
I'd go for metal, yeah.
If I get some chainmail, there's not going to be much money for you, mate.
How much is it?
It's 112, and we've got 73 left.
What's the armour below that?
Studded leather at 30 gold.
I'd go for it, and then I'll get some studded leather for Calvia for now. As I say,
Okay.
it
Get me
is
straight.
keeping MasterHellish alive is the main priority here. Unfortunately,
Yeah. We did really well in getting the person who knows the least about it all to actually be the person who defines whether... Right, okay,
I
I'm
think that'd be a
done.
lot more entertaining, personally.
Yeah.
But hey,
It'd be a lot shorter, I'd tell you that now. Okay, so have
Right.
you put your stick
You
down or
want it?
something?
You want it.
yeah, I threw my quarter stuff away because you can't sell them for anything, and I'm not going to use it, so it'd just be taking up inventory space.
My hotel's as clean
If you
as an
right click your
elven
character, you go
arse.
into your inventory.
Right, okay. So I've got your dialogue here. As good as we see you again, any other I'd lay his eyes on, make yourself comfortable as you will. If you wish for anything, just ask.
Okay, now I'm in the shopping menu.
Okay. So can I go into my inventory while you're in the shop?
Sorry?
Can I go into my
Yeah,
inventory
just
while
right
you're...
click your portrait. That won't do anything. It's only if you talk to people it kind of throws me out of my thing.
Right, okay.
Okay, so I can afford a bastard sword.
I'm going to put my weapon in my bag. Quick
I can
weapons.
afford some studded leather.
How do I do... Is there an offhand slot?
Yes, there is. Give me a sec. By the way, Hellish,
Found it.
did you buy a helmet?
Yes.
Good. They're very important in this game. Basically, if you have a helmet, you can't be critical hit. But if you don't have one, you'll have those combats where suddenly your character explodes for no apparent reason.
If we got 1 gold now,
We've got 1 gold left.
brilliant. We're poor.
Right. The offhand weapon goes in the... There's a...
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, you got it. Cool.
Yeah, it's on the right hand side of my character. What's ground? Oh, I can chuck stuff on the ground there. Cool.
See, I'm already playing my paladin quite well here, I believe, being nice enough to let you have the tough, powerful armor while I just wear some studded cowhide stuff.
Well, I've just chucked my quarter
Give it to
staff on
me
the ground
straight.
as well. So
I got
Yeah.
this.
just leave them lying around.
I don't think there's a Baldur's Gate player out there who hasn't littered Winthrop's in.
Right, well, we've created our characters and we've set ourselves up with our equipment ready to start our adventure. I think that's a good point to leave it there for the first episode.
I think you're right.
Okay.
See you next time, folks.
Yeah, well, join us next time when we'll venture out and hopefully I won't get killed.
Maybe. See ya.